But it was on the one day where I get the most text messages that I ever get in the whole year. Like you said, even from Burger King. Oh, one, two, three. There we go.
Now you look ghostly fucking white.
I know. Why does this feel so low? Here we go. Hello, hello, all my favorite people in the whole wide world. Oh, now I can see you better, except for I just screwed up my circle. Of course I did. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Spade. Welcome in, everybody. I am doing okay on this beautiful Friday. Well, actually, it's raining right this moment, but
So not quite beautiful.
it was beautiful, but it's not anymore. It's raining cats and dogs right now. But other than that,
Cats, dogs, and felines.
cats, dogs, and felines. It's raining everywhere. Diva, Diaba, hey Emily. Hello, happy Friday, all my favorite people. Hey Spooky, hello, hello. Hello, my sweet people. I think we should probably get the Diaba SmackDown song going here pretty soon. Let me get this set up here. Hey, Ashmal. Oh, I know, it's hot down here. Hi, Eternity. Thank you, and hello to all my YouTube peeps. Thank you for being here. Smackdown, Smackdown,
I left these out in the living
or
room.
Smackdown. Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering whose those were on the couch. All right, Lord, let's get into our Diaba SmackDown song and get into it. I gotta go back to it because we lost internet last night for a few hours. So, hey, Jamaican Peruvian, good to see you, friend. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Everybody else, tap the screen, share the live. We're not even at 3,000 likes yet, so we're not going to hit the For You page till we get between 5 and 10,000. So I need everybody tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's go. Let's go.
She signs on every day for waiting for MAGA to enter the door. With a this and a that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diaba is the badass of SmackDown queen. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diaba hit him with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, bro, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but a force of steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diaba's got game, and she's hard to beat. Diaba, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diaba is the badass of SmackDown queen. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running her show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jewel. With maggots in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diaba delivers the end game stunner. She says, oh, look, we have a runner. Diaba, a crusader of truth. See, one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Ayaba is the badass of SmackDown Queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits wallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Dayaba's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional.
That is right. That is for you, MAGA, especially you, MAGA men, the most emotional creatures to ever walk the planet. Oh my God. Anyway, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. So far, we only have 16 shares. We need at least 50. So I need everybody liking the live, sharing the live. Let's get it out there. Those lights were beautiful. Thank you so much, Paige. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for tapping the screen for me. Thank you for sharing the live. All of those things are important for us to be able to drive conversation in today. So I really appreciate you doing your part. Welcome in MJ's Pretty Full Creatures. Thank you for the follow. Glad that you're here. If you voted for Donald J. Trump, hit that guest request. Let's have a chat. I see all the MAGA bots are in here. None of them have their invites on, which means they're probably bots. I desperately need a makeover. Thank you. Cash App, Venmo right there. I'll be happy to go get one if you'd like to send me the money. I haven't been pampered for a really long time. I'd love to go have a facial and get a whole makeover. Fuck yeah. Cash App, Venmo right there, lady. Thank you so much for offering. I don't come on here to be aesthetically pleasing. I'm just myself.
He comes up here to remind MAGA how dumb they are.
No lives detected. I am not here to be aesthetically pleasing. I work from home. I homeschool my kids. I do everything from home. I have no reason to get up and put on fucking makeup every day. Give me a break. Welcome, Mitria Ray. Welcome, welcome. Mitria, one of my favorite humans. One of my favorite humans. Lady has her invites turned off. So if you guys want to mute her in the in the chat, if she's not confident enough in her womanhood to come up and have a conversation woman to woman, then she can be silenced in the chat. We're here for adult conversation, not for you to be a thumb thug. I'm not selling those hats, but you guys know what? I could add it to my merch store really easy. If my link tree in my bio has my merch store, I could absolutely add that hat. Kamala Harris. Kamala was right about everything.
Oh, yeah.
In blue. You'd buy one? All right. Why do they get muted if they don't come up? Because I have too many Trump supporters that try to stay thumb thugs in the comment section, and they don't have cojones big enough to come up here and just have an adult conversation. So I'm not going to let you just be a coward in the comment section. You got to request up and use your big boy voice, your big girl voice. It's not that hard. All right, Andy, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
29, Arizona.
Okay. Did you want to respond to the background, or what do you want to talk about in particular?
Yeah. So under Trump, I own a landscaping company business, and I've more or less been able to corner the market because I've been calling immigration on all my competition.
Okay. So you're a dirtbag. Who cares?
No, I'm just saying. So it's like I don't understand what the big issue is.
Because we have a constitution, and they are constitutionally protected from having their property and themselves be snatched up and kidnapped without a warrant, a judicial warrant. Because excuse me, I'm speaking. Deportation is a legal process, which means they have a deportation order signed by a judge, and then the warrant is executed. You don't snatch people off the street and kidnap them and throw them into unmarked vehicles and throw them into concentration camps and then hopefully be able to get rid of them one day. So if you have to have your competition arrested or picked up by ICE, then you must be a really, really shitty businessman that can't make it on their own.
Well, I was doing fine, but my wife wanted this new lake house. So in order to drum up more business, I devised this.
If you voted for did you vote for Donald Trump?
No.
Yes, you did. You come in here and talk to me and talk bullshit about me every day.
Oh, okay. Yes, I did.
How old are you? What state did you vote in?
30, Florida. You see the dolphin on my thing?
That doesn't mean shit. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I have been since I was.
Because you're a fucking retard.
That's what you do. Yeah, you came up to slur to run because you didn't really want to talk to me. So fuck off. Now you're blocked. Now you're blocked completely. You'll never have to worry about seeing me go live again. Goodbye. He said no because he wanted me to drop him. But I already knew he was a Trump voter. Because he comes in here every day to spam my chat. Aw, Timu Spider-Man, it's really cute that you thought, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and block you. You have one follower. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say. Bye. Thank you for announcing yourself. It just takes the trash just takes itself out. All right, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I guess we're going to get it's Crash Out Friday. Or in other words, another day in MAGA world.
Friday? Is it Friday?
It is Friday.
Oh my god, it's Friday. I thought it was Saturday.
Not yet. Oh, good luck, Kelsey. Yeah, it's Crash In Friday. It's payday, y'all. It's Friday. On that note, Betty, or Boopster, sorry. Boopster, thank you for sending a $5 Venmo for a $5 Fuck MAGA Friday challenge. Whoop, whoop. Everybody, it is Fuck MAGA Friday. It is a $5 challenge. So if you want to help support my live, it's payday, y'all. $5 challenge, Diava Talks, Cash App, Venmo. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Boopster. Payday, y'all. Fuck MAGA Friday. All right, if you voted for Donald J. Trump, hit that guest request. Come on up, let's chat. Oh, I know. I have a picture of the scaffolding. He lost his case. Ba-ba-da-da. And guess what, MAGA? His name is coming off the Kennedy Center today. This was PBS live on TikTok. His name is being removed. They were building the scaffolding to take his name off because he fought it in court. He tried to fight his name being removed. And the judge says, nope, gotta come down. Bye, bitch. Bye, 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 bitch. That's your hope core for Friday. That's your hope core for Friday. Get that bitch's name off everything. Asian, did you vote for Trump? Okay, that's what today's gonna be great. I took this screenshot from the PBS Live. I scrolled by and I saw this live, and they were building the scaffolding to take his name off the building. I'm like, oh, hell, fuck yeah. Take his goddamn name down. Let's go. Labor Girl, thank you for the $5 for the Fuck MAGA Friday challenge. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck MAGA Friday. If you want to take part of that, Cash App, Venmo, Dialba Talks right there. Now we have a flash goal of 1 little rose. So I need 40 different people to send 1 rose, which costs 1 coin. Knock this goal out. Woo, you guys are working on it already. Good job. Thank you. Fuck MAGA Friday, $5 challenge. Fuck you. Yeah, they do. No. All right, if you vote.
Salty.
Oh, yeah. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request. Come on up, y'all. Don't drink those all in 2 days, please.
I know I won't drink them all.
It has not come down yet. It is raining in DC, but they're building the scaffolding to take it down. All right, let's go through some photos real quick. Y'all ready? All right. Who remembers, and this is what the front of the White House looked like? It was beautiful. Look how beautiful the front of our White House looks. This is what it looks like today. This god-awful arch. Hey, thank you so much. Jamaican Peruvian, thank you. I love you, pal. The Diava rigged me in 2020 challenge. Thank you for the $6 super chat. Thank you so much. Oh, and then you have, in front of the White House, Bud Light. Bud Light sponsoring. This is what it looks like in front of the White House, y'all. Fucking Bud Light. Okay?
What light?
Bud Light. The beer.
Why would they sponsor him?
Well, I don't know, because I do distinctly remember a year ago when Trump supporters snowflaked out about Dylan Mulvaney having her face put on a Bud Light can, and Kid Rock was out shooting Bud Light. They were running over Bud Light cans with their big old jacked up fucking Confederate trucks. I thought we were boycotting Dylan Mulvaney because Bud Light was woke. But now it's not woke. You guys only know hypocrisy, which is why no one takes any of you dumb motherfuckers seriously. Literally no one. So let's play a quick game, y'all. Spot the White House. Spot the White House. Can one spot the White House? Looks like goddamn Barnum and Bailey's has been there. Yeah, no. Oh, but never fear, y'all. Never fear. Dear leader took $20 million of our money to go around and paint all the all the statues gold. They were taken yesterday. They flew in gilders from around the country to perform this work at about a tune of $20 million for these gold ass statues. But you can't have health care. You can't have your SNAP benefits. All you pregnant and lactating women, no WIC for you. We cut that 75% last week. Fuck you. There's not enough money for that. But we're going to paint all the statues gold everywhere. But there is Hope Corps because this motherfucker's name is coming off the goddamn Kennedy Center. Bye, bitch. Backyard wrestling. Trailers are in next. Yeah! Take that traitorous motherfucker's name down. Oh, wait. Also... since the internet is forever and Newsmax put up this wonderful tweet a year ago, June 24 of 2025, a government agency spending $300 million of taxpayer dollars to produce sterilized flies. Sounds like a dream scenario for Doge team looking to cut waste, fraud, and abuse. Oh no! It's the invasive screwworm. Doge cut the funding that they were doing to help tame the screwworm population, which is now reached an emergency level in Texas in their cattle. Because we didn't need $300 million going to study flies and worms. And then the motherfucking USD lady gets up on TV in her congressional hearing and said, they're here because immigrants, because Joe Biden let all the immigrants in. That's why we have screwworms. When their life cycle from a larva to a pupa, whatever, is 21 days. He has been president for going on 2 years. Many, many life cycles of screwworms were not because of immigrants coming into this country. They just don't know anything because they're dumber than shit. Like literally dumber than a pile of poop. I guess the cows are immigrants. Immigrant flies, absolutely. We have hit a new level of what the fuckedness. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, so MAGA, we got to clear something up, okay? So America is back fighting a war that we already won because Iran shot down an Apache helicopter with a military that we already destroyed. And it's all over nukes they already never had in a strait that was already open. Do I got it right? I don't get it. Anyone care to explain? Or is that why there's no MAGA coming up? Is that why I have no Trump supporters? Other than the fact I need you guys all tapping. Because we should be at 50,000 likes by now. So, do I have it right? Okay. had it right. Just making sure. I was hoping I'd get a MAGA that could come up and, like mansplain this to me, but I don't know. Anyway, MAGA is the first cult movement in American history where the poor fight for the right to be even poorer and have fewer rights. Their desire to make billionaires even richer by working for unlivable wages is motivated by making sure people they hate are also denied decent wages and civil rights. I mean, that's what it boils down to. I've never seen a group of people advocating for themselves to be poorer, make billionaires richer by working for unlivable wages, but they're okay as long as decent wages and civil rights are taken from others too. What? Oh, if there is a God in heaven, it will rain out this UFC fight. I guess we'll see if God wants to show up and tell us he's real. Come on. But this is really the reason. I voted to be racist, not poor. Jesus. Ah. I just wanted the racism. I didn't want to lose money. And that's why so many of these people, once they finally say, I turned my back on Trump, I made a mistake, it's usually because it affects them in their pocket. Just like our friend Ruben. He's losing investments. His sister can't get the cancer treatment she needs or the study she needs because he cut cancer funding. So unless it hits them directly, they don't care. They voted for the racism, not to be poor. And the only reason why they're jumping ship now is because it affected their fucking pocket. Because until it affected them personally, they didn't give a shit. When it negatively impacts them, now they're ready to jump ship. And all I have to say that, so if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Looking for Trump voters that want to talk, have an adult conversation. Let's chat. Oh, Ruben was here. He might still be here. But he was muted a long time ago. Oh, it's thundering now. Yep, racism is expensive. Not that Ruben. We all know Ruben Lamb. Nope, they have nothing to defend. That's why they're not trying to. They make dumb statements like the doofus that just came in here and said, oh, I voted for him because he's sexy as hell. No, he never turned on you. He's the same turd he's been his entire life. You just chose to ignore who he is. That's what it is. He's never turned on you. He's the same fucking turd he's been his whole life. You just chose to ignore who he is. And now it affects you, and now you're like, oh, I regret my vote. Because now it's affecting me personally. Wheelchair. Is it a miss? Hi, did you mean to come up?
Nope. Sorry.
Okay, I got you. No worries, hon. Thanks for tapping the screen. I was excited. I finally had a Trump supporter who was going to come talk to me, and then no, they're still pussing it out. Anyway, it's Fuck MAGA Friday. If you want to help support my live, because today's Friday, so it's payday, y'all. $5 challenge. Fuck MAGA Friday. Diaba Talks, Cash App, Venmo. Let's go. Fuck MAGA Friday. It is pouring. And then I also decided I think that MAGA should have separate bathrooms because I don't feel comfortable with them around my children. I believe this is a segregation I could go for. I think that Trump supporters need to have their own bathrooms. We should have MAGA bathrooms and non-MAGA bathrooms. Isn't that a great idea? Thanks. Mute the Muppet. I thought so too. Oh, I know. MAGA's all saying, I'm independent. Did you know they're putting 500 porta potties out on the White House lawn? For MAGAs to use? You don't have the smell. Ew. Can you imagine how much money it's going to cost just to fix the fucking White House lawn after all this monstrosity? Can you imagine the trash afterward? These people are fucking pigs. Jake Spoon, if you want to come up and talk, you can. But of course, you have your invites off, so I'll just mute you. You're probably say hi to Vlad for me. There's a Forbes magazine article about how there's more bots online and on social media than humans. So all those ones that always have their invites turned off and just spew like positive Trump shit, they're just bots, y'all. That's why they never come up. Caden, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
All right. How old are you? What state did you vote in?
I'm 25 and I voted in North Dakota.
Oh, North Dakota. Okay.
I think that what you have up on the board there is kind of crazy.
It's not, because if you still support Trump after he's been named in the e-files more times than Jesus has been named in the Bible, and you still think that he didn't do anything to children, and you're still supporting him after he's covering up for people who committed crimes against children, no, I do not think you're safe to be around anyone's children.
I want to rape your children and kill a nigger, but your children was.
I knew that. I knew that was coming. Yeah. I know. Oh, separate is misspelled. I didn't do this background. I gotta do a quick restart, y'all. I'll be right back.
The 1% they voted for.
Welcome back, Toya. Looking upwards. Babs, Carrie, Spooky, Libra, JMR, welcome back, guys. Yeah, Spooky, I am. Unfortunately, I know this is going to sound crazy, but unfortunately, I'm used to it. That's not even the 10th or the 20th time that someone has said they either wanted to grate me or my children. It's not the first time. But that's MAGA. What do you expect? You expect civility? You expect them not to be racist? You expect them to not care about children? They don't give a fuck. That's why they can say those things so confidently and so grotesquely, is because they're fucking disgusting. Absolutely the most vile humans that have ever walked the earth. Derek, hi, did you vote for Trump?
I want to rape your kids and kill a nigger. I want to kill your kids and rape.
Okay.
Nigger, 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 nigger.
All right, I'll be right back. These people are sick. Yep, same guy. I know. He'll probably have 54 more profiles and do it again. That's the best they have, because that's MAGA. That's MAGA. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Especially if they come right back in, he's just going to a different thing and finding me again. So if it's somebody up, like I request up that quick, I'm going to know it's him. Well, that's MAGA. So they're vile, disgusting creatures. All right, I need everybody tapping the screen, sharing the live. We're not going to hit the For You page until we get between 5 and 10,000 likes. For those of you who are just record, that was the second guest in a row. It was the same guest, but said he wanted to grape my children. They always have God in their bio. It's okay. Right, mafioso mama, right? Oh my God, that's funny, California. They're just sick in the head. We all know it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the gas request. Oh, well, they all say the N-word. We're used to that. That's become a part of their daily vocabulary. We don't expect much from MAGA. My expectations are literally the scum at the bottom of my trash can that's been sitting out in the Florida heat for a week. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. You will never see a liberal or a Democrat being that disgusting. No, you will not. Is every Democrat perfect and every Democrat that? No. But I would say 99.999% of any liberal or leftist or Democrat would never say anything like that. And these are the kind of people that will say it anonymously on the internet. So they're too big of a pussy to say in person. And they don't realize that almost every Democrat I know also carries. All right, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request. Come on up, let's chat. I did see the email. I have not verified it, so I'm still figuring out if that's true. I'm not saying that you're wrong, and you might have heard that somewhere or read it somewhere, but I have. I don't care if the only people that have come up here today has told me they're going to grate my kids, so I don't really care right now. So if you want to come up and have a decent conversation, strong smell, which I think your other name must be Trump's diaper, but otherwise, I'm not really keen on talking to too many Trump supporters today, even though that's literally what I am here for. But I have not had a very good run today of a representation of Trump supporters who say they just want to grate my kids. You can imagine how that might be a little bit, not appropriate, to say the least. So since today is Fuck MAGA Friday and we have a Fuck MAGA Friday challenge, $5 challenge, everybody. Diava Talks, Cash App, Venmo. Boopster did that a while ago for Fuck MAGA Friday. And after the last couple of chuds we have, I think I need some reparations. I'm joking. Jimmy, are you there? Dimmy. Yeah, you're a Trump supporter who's a fucking coward who comes to my lives every day and never comes up. You're a pussy, that's why. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Only looking for Trump voters. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Everybody else, I need you guys tapping the screen, sharing the live. And if you'd like to take part of our $5 Fuck MAGA Friday challenge, I would appreciate the support. Gina, thank you so much for the $5 Fuck MAGA Friday challenge. Thank you, Gina. And Tina, thank you for the $5 Cash App for Fuck MAGA Friday. Graping kids is disgusting. I agree. But I wonder what Trump supporters feel like when they see other MAGA that come up here and say they want to grape my children. How does that make you feel that you vote alongside these people? Like, why doesn't that turn you off? I would be horrified if I went to these lives day after day and heard my fellow Democrats talking like that, I would be like, I think I'm in the wrong fucking party. Sick fucking bastards. Why don't they see what we all can see? Well, I can tell you that I'm in the party that doesn't have people that come up on my live every day to tell me they want to grape my children. So if you're part of that party, I would say you're on the wrong side of history, my friend. It just happened twice today. I've had to restart my live over and over again because I keep having MAGAs coming up here and telling me that they're going to grape my children and unalive black people. But they don't use black people. They say the K word and the N word. Twice today, I've had to restart. Ava, luckily, is not by me today. She went out to the living room. So luckily, my kid didn't hear it. Sick fucks. Donnie's name's coming down. I might live stream that. Hold on. Or at least partially. Nothing will bring me more satisfaction than seeing that fucking pig's name come off that fucking Kennedy Center. We need a little Hope Corps. I want to see it live. Who's got it live? Maybe PBS. I've heard there's a bug problem too. Oh, they just... Nothing is happening. ABC has it and PBS. Okay. On TV? PBS doesn't have it on. They're showing Secrets of the Dead. They're not showing that. Maybe online. I'm not talking it online. Oh, it's delayed for rain. No, I'm talking about I can't be on TikTok while I'm on TikTok. I have to look at news. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Libra girl, thank you for the $1. MAGA listeners should be ashamed of themselves. It's always turning to a grape children thing, which is just gross as fuck. I agree. It's very, very disgusting. But that's MAGA. Are we even surprised? I mean, for real? I'm not. So here you go, MAGA. The Trump presidency is costing you. While Trump rewards corporations and billionaires, you get stuck with the bill. Healthcare, ACA premiums are up 220% higher. Tariffs costing families $2,500 a year. Gas prices, typical families are expected to pay $857 more this year. It's probably more than that now. Energy, electricity prices more than 20% in some states. Air travel, canceled up to $775 in delay and cancellation compensation. Biden made that rule that they had to refund your money if they canceled you off a flight, and Trump reversed it. Tax filing, $160 a year on tax prep services. Corporate misbehavior, Medicaid fraud allowing Americans to lose $2 billion in repayments. Credit bureaus and loan rates. $2.7 million in credit reporting complaints unanswered. And crypto. Trump family made approximately $2.3 billion out of the pockets of everyday investors. Which leads me to this one, which is zero trades, 3,700 trades, resulting in an extra $4 billion into Donald Trump's pocket. And do you guys know, I invited Ryan Curry up, so if he doesn't come up, he can stay muted. If he's too much of a pussy to come talk to me, he doesn't deserve to be in the chat running his mouth. Did you guys know that, you know how Forbes has the Forbes 500 and the Forbes 100, and they always have like the top billionaires, millionaires, like a list? Do you know that Trump has never been named in Forbes magazine as ever being a billionaire? So he suckered you because he is not. He's never been named in the Forbes because you have to prove your worth. You can't just say you have that money. You have to prove it, which is why Forbes magazine has never listed him as a billionaire, because he's never been able to prove his worth. And the only reason why he has it now is because he did it off of investors and taxpayers by insider stock tradings. Bill, are you a Trump voter? Eric, if you have a daddy kink fetish, that's fine, but I don't kink shame, but your whole Trump is daddy that's a you thing, honey. That's your Freudian kink. That would not be mine. So you can come up and have a chat, or you can be muted. Can you imagine a grown-ass man saying, like, Trump is your daddy? That's like us saying, hey, Biden was your daddy when he was president. It's so fucking cringe. Like, grown-ass men running around simping. Like, they are so submissive to male authority. It's so weird. So weird. I can't get a Trump supporter to talk to me. Well, wait, let me do a caveat. I have had a Trump supporter come up and talk to me, but they only talked about graping my children. So if anyone else would like to come up and talk with me, that would be great. If you're MAGA, as long as you're not going to talk about graping my children, and then we can, move on. Deborah, thank you for the $5 for the $5 challenge. Thank you so much, Deborah. I appreciate your support. I can't do this every day without you guys, so I really, really appreciate the support. I don't even call my own daddy. I mean, when I was a kid, I did, but not since I was about a teenager. I call him dad. I don't know. But this whole daddy kink for Trump supporters is just weird. Anywho, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Maybe they needed daddy. I don't know. It does make my skin crawl. It's so weird. Trump is your daddy. It's like, ew. Nope. Two parties is a trick is a cop-out for lazy voters. There's literally nothing that the Democrats have ever done in comparison to Donald Trump. Zero, zilch, nada, never. Ever, 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 ever. He wasn't even a daddy to his own kids. Exactly. His own kids he doesn't even love his own kids. And somehow he's America's daddy? Get the fuck out of here. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the yes request. Oh, yes, except Ivanka, the only daughter he wants to date. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the gas request. Don't worry about T-Bird. T-Bird has like 1 follower. Ten out of 10, Taylor. I believe that to be true as well. But not something I can say because it's never been proven. But oh yeah. All right, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Everybody else just tap the screen, share the live. Hopefully we can get somebody in here that'll have a conversation. Otherwise, it's going to be a really boring day. Shecky, come on up. We can, I don't have a Rage Bait stream. I am here 7 days a week, 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern to talk about what Trump is doing to destroy this country. So come on up. I shared all about 20 backgrounds today. I don't know how many more you guys want me to share. Maybe I can go to my old standby. Hold on. This one gets them every time. Nothing else seems compelling. They don't care if they're losing money. They don't care if we tell them we're in a cult. We don't tell them anything at all. But they do get very angry with the Cheeto turning into a flaming hot Cheeto. This seems to trigger their little brains. They get a little bit emotional over this picture and the words that men are too emotional to lead. He's a flaming hot Cheeto. Shecky, if you're just going to write Rage Bait over and over again, I'll go ahead and just do you a favor, Pookie Bear. I went ahead and invited you up. I'm going to go ahead and meet you in the chat because you're a little pussy. If you can't come up here like a big boy, I'm not interested in seeing your comments. So either hit the guest request or shut your yapper. See, it's so easy. Even a caveman could do it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a chat. If you're just scrolling by, if you are a MAGA man, if you don't agree with my background, come tell me why. If you voted for Donald Trump or you don't agree with my background, request up. Just let it marinate on you, though, that Republicans in Congress last week slashed WIC benefits for women, infant, and children, which is benefits of the fruits and vegetables and foods that pregnant women are allotted by the government to help them have a nutrition during their pregnancy, and to mothers who are breastfeeding their babies. They cut their benefits by 75% last week. But never fear, because as of today, Elon Musk is our first trillionaire. You can't have health care. You can't have AC subsidies. You can't have SNAP benefits. You can't have WIC benefits, but you can have a UFC fight on the front lawn of the White House lawn. Woohoo! Yeehaw! We got the fucking white trash in the White House. I'm gonna start calling it White Trash House. Dana, thank you for the $5 Venmo. I think I'm a Romanian and on the way to see "fuck you" in Romanian is "du-te in pista matil," which means go back in your mother's cunt, which is much more appropriate for these chuds. Go back to your mother's cunt. Go back in your mother's cunt. I love it. Oh my God. That was great. That was funny. Of course they're not mad that Bud Light is sponsoring the fight because that was last year. We just blew up cans and ran them over with our cars to be performative last year. But this year, it's okay. Because I call the White Trash House. So just the White House, White Trash House. A judge ruled that it was allowed to happen. He won one, he lost one. He lost the suit about getting his name taken off of the Kennedy Center, which is happening today. But they let the UFC fight go forward. Yeah, Bud Light's okay now. I am not sponsored by Bud Light for YouTube purposes. Yeah, that's right, Foxtrot. This Sunday's going to be Crash Grinder Day in Washington, D.C. If you're in the Washington, D.C. area, see if you can nab you a congressman. Make it public. You'll be a national hero. I don't just hope for rain. I do not just hope for rain at the UFC event. I want lightning, so it has to be called. I want lightning, so it has to be called. These fucking chuds, these cultists will sit out in the rain. But lightning, gotta have the lightning. Yep, hail would be good too. Hail for hell. Somebody snatched Mike Johnson before he snatched his Social Security and Medicare. Ain't that the truth? Wow, y'all, I can't get MAGA up here, man. Trump is afraid of the rain, though. Trump supporters would sit out there in a fucking tornado and be like, it's fine. He said it's fine. We're going to be fine. But Trump won't get his hair wet because he can't floofy it. He'd look like a fucking drowned ferret. Her entire economic policy, Snow Wolf. You didn't bother to look it up. It is funny. The other day when I had this up here, I had a box full of men that were just whining and crying, and they proved my background, every single one of them. Every single one of them. And now, nope. Oh yeah, his hair's like cotton candy. That shit'll just melt into his scalp. Not a single policy that Kamala Harris had for the economy would have raised our taxes if you made under $400,000 a year, which I'm gonna bet is the vast majority of American citizens. So if you make over 400,000, then yes, but that means you have enough money you could pay a little extra. I guarantee you, if I made $400,000 a year, I wouldn't balk if I had to pay 100,000 of it to taxes, a quarter of it. Because right now I already pay 20% or 25% taxes as it is. So if I had $400,000, I would be grateful I had that much money and be happy with 300. The problem is you can't satisfy the greed of rich people. That's the problem. You can't satisfy the greed. It's not that we don't have enough money. We can't satisfy the greed of the wealthy because they just want more. I would be fine. I could make $300,000 work like nobody's motherfucking business. If I can make $30,000 or $40,000 a year work, I could make $300,000 work really fucking easy. Because I would still live within my means and then I would use it to help other people. Because I'm not a douchebag. Sassy is a friendly. Poor Sassy. I don't know what you say in the comments, but you're always getting invited up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. That's okay. Well, you don't see any libraries, museums, or hospital wings named after Elon Musk. He only donates to his own charities. I wonder why. I was talking to Snow Wolf, not Sassy, yeah. You can always tell it's a toddler's birthday is something when there's a bounce house on the lawn. Oh, that was good. That's true. You can always tell when it's a toddler or a kid's birthday party when there's a bounce house on the front lawn. The most fun one I ever did for my son, Troy, when he was younger, because it's really hard to know what to do when they get to like 11, 12. Like, that's a tough age because they don't really want like a kiddie birthday party. So I rented a laser tag. They came and blew up like barriers for them to hide behind. They staked them in the ground. So they had like barriers to duck behind. And they did a whole thing of laser tag. That was fun. That was super fun. That was a really big hit. So I was trying to find something that had inflatables that they could do portable. That wasn't like a fucking bounce house or something. And I found one that did the laser tag, and it was so much fun. I heard there's a bug infestation at the Three Ring Circus. I love that for them. Right, Boopster? I want that shit. I'm 56, right? I'm 54, but I'd take it too. That sounds like fun. It was fun. MAGA men in an arena with glistening wet athletes. What could possibly go wrong? Grindr is definitely going to crash that day, y'all. They're going to get chubbies while they're watching all these wet men all groveling and hugging all over each other and doing their alpha man shit. They're going to get chubbies. They're definitely going to crash Grindr again. That's why exactly. That's why Trump wants it. All those nearly naked men all wrestling together. Yes, Matria. You guys, if you guys are not watching on YouTube, if you guys have never met Brett Bott, he's one of my mods over on YouTube. He is so funny. He said the porta potty, he calls it Portaloo, but we know in the UK they call it the loo. The Portaloo company will be upset with all the holes drilled into the sides of their property. Oh, Manny Festa. Oh, you have 0 followers. You're a bot. Goodbye. Not even to dignify that with an answer. Goodbye. That is so funny. My comment sections have never been beat by anyone else's comment sections. Oh my. All right, guys. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Yes, 0 followers, following 0. Yes, absolutely bots, for sure. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Come on. Man, it is rumbling. God damn, it's loud out there. Oh, apparently, I think, who was it? I think Erica Kirk. There was this big hullabaloo that Erica Kirk showed what the girls are going to be wearing. They're going to have ring girls, by the way, y'all. With red, white, and blue skimpy little outfits with like hooker boots and they were like, oh, very Christian. Yeah, we can see how that's very, yeah, family values. Yeah, hopefully they're not 12. Lewis, did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
How old are you? What state did you vote in?
38, Florida.
I'm not joking. They were mad at her for leaking the photo. What did you want to say?
Excuse me?
What did you want to say? What did you want to say? Do you want to respond to the background, or what do you want to talk about?
Why you said that he's too emotional to leave the country?
No, I said men. Men are. Including him.
Men.
Yeah, men.
All men.
All men, yes.
I don't know.
Well, that's because when women get emotional, we cry, right?
Uh-huh.
When men get emotional, they get violent, okay? Because men are not taught to regulate. I don't allow men to speak over me. Be quiet till I'm done. I'll give you a chance to speak, but you have to wait till I'm done. Men are not taught how to regulate their emotions. They're taught to man up, suck it up, to repress their feelings. So typically when they get really angry or they get very emotional, they tend to be violent, because almost all of the domestic violence is from men. Unaliving, men. Family annihilators, men. Serial unalivers, men. So men are the common denominator. And they have had the control of this country for the past 250 years. And all they have led us to is recessions, depressions, war after war after war, because men are violent, women are not. It's time for men to step aside and let women lead, because we are natural born leaders. We lead our families, we nurture the children, we run our households. We are natural born leaders. So it's time for women to take over. I invited you to unmute. Go ahead. You can respond.
Okay. Not all men are like you said.
Most of them are.
I don't know. I'm not sure how
Well-
many percent, you know.
Well, statistically, it's true. In particular, white men are the most violent.
Particular white man. No. You're right.
By FBI by FBI statistics, that is correct.
Black men are violent.
White men commit most of the violence in this country.
And what about black men?
No, it's white men.
Oh, white men.
Yes. That's not me saying it. That's me telling you.
According to
I told you the FBI statistics. It is white men.
yes, okay. Okay. Female. There is a bunch of females that are violent too. So
What's the percentage?
I don't know how many percent.
Violent crime is committed by women. We're not females, we're women. That's how I know how you feel about women, because you call us females. It's approximately 15%.
15 or 50?
15.
Okay.
So the other 85% is men.
I don't know.
I don't care.
One-
You
1%, you know.
You cannot disagree with facts. You can have an opinion if you want to about anything else, whether you like pepperoni on your pizza, but you don't get to not believe or have your own opinion on statistics.
The difference is the law don't apply for the same way for women.
Because women don't, women commit about 15% and men commit about 85%. So the statistics say it is men.
If a woman calls you the police, so you will be in jail. But if a man calls the police, the woman won't be in jail.
That is not true either. It depends on who. No, that's not true. It also depends on what state you live in, because I know in the state of Florida that if you call for domestic violence call, somebody's got to go, and they go by who has markings on their body, who can show bruises or redness where they've been scratched or hit. There has to be evidence for someone to be taken in. So no, just because somebody calls for domestic violence, it's whoever can show and prove domestic violence. And 85% of the time, it is men.
Yeah, but women have more rights than men.
No, we don't. Name them.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Name them. Name what rights do women have? What rights do women have that men don't?
When there is any problem that you have
No. You said rights. Rights. You said rights. What right do I have that you don't?
The police favor you
Nope, that's not a right.
over me.
That's not a right.
What is that?
It's not a right. Rights are granted to you by the Constitution. Okay? The police coming into your house for domestic violence has nothing to do with any rights granted to you by the Constitution. So it is not a right. So if a police officer believes a woman over a man, that's that police officer's discretion. But that has nothing to do with me having a right that you don't have. I can name a right that you have that I don't have.
All right.
Seeing that we're both in the state of Florida. There's no one, not the government, not a judge, not an attorney, not a doctor, not a nurse, not anyone on this entire planet can stop you from doing anything that you want with your body. But I can't, and neither can my daughters. So you have a right to your bodily autonomy and to right to do with your body what you want that I don't have. That is a right. Okay? But a cop believing a woman over a man is not a right.
Okay, you're right.
Thank you. So I think it's time for men to step aside and let the women have a run, because they've done fucked it up for 250 years over and over and over and over again. And there's too many sexist people in this country who won't vote for a woman, because we've put woman candidates before, and we have too many racist and sexist people in this country, but they sure as hell weren't going to put a woman, and they sure as hell weren't going to put a black woman, because that disrupts the entire patriarchy. So it's time for men to step aside.
All right. Yeah, some question or?
No. But I think I gagged you pretty good. Have a good day. W's in the chat for Diaba. There is a $5 Fuck MAGA Friday challenge. Let's go. I deserve it. You know I do. Diaba Talks, let's go. $5 Fuck MAGA Friday challenge. That was a delicious victory. I'm not going to lie. I ate. That tasted good. I let there be very long silence for a reason, y'all. The silence was deafening. I broke his brain. Oh, Haga's back. Remind everybody how old you are, what state you voted in.
7 Georgia.
47 Georgia. Okay.
Do you think all women are saints now?
No.
Do you know, and I can get the percentage for you, that they do have a tendency of lying? They're not always true.
No, I'm talking about violence. I'm not talking about lying, because Donald Trump would lead anyone in the country. So that's not something you can bring up.
Well, what I'm saying is you're making it sound like all men are bad. You can't do that.
85% of the violence that happens in this country is perpetrated by men. It's a statistic. It is not a feeling.
Have you ever noticed that sometimes, not all women, but some women that claim sexual assault, it's actually very frightening for the men because they didn't do it?
I'm sure it is. What's the percentage of women that false report?
I said it's very small, but it's still. Could you imagine being a guy going out with a girl?
Wah, fucking wah. Okay, here we go. I have 20 chocolate covered almonds. I have 20 chocolate covered almonds. 19 of them are perfect and good. One of them has arsenic in it. And I'm going to give you that bag of almonds and tell you, Go ahead and eat them. You have a chance of never getting to that one with arsenic. Are you going to eat one?
I'm not gonna eat you.
Exactly. And that's why women don't know who the violent ones are until they know. So you know what? It's all men until it's no men. Because if the good men don't stand up for women, if good men don't stand up and call out bad men, if good men don't turn in bad men, then all the men are bad. Because if you're sitting at a table with 9 Nazis and you have one that's not, but he sits and eats with them and breaks bread, you have a table of 10 Nazis.
But if you're at a table of just random strangers, you're not gonna know if they're good or bad. It's called communication, ma'am. Hanging out with them.
Man, this one's a pick me so hard she can't. She's the pretzel toy. You must be sore. Because you have done everything day after day after day to twist yourselves into pretzels to uphold men. Can you imagine how pathetic of a woman you have to be to continually uphold the patriarchy and try to defend men when they can't even do it themselves? That is so fucking pathetic. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Denial is a way to cope. That's true. She's swimming in denial. What a crazy loon. I will never understand it. I never will understand it. Instead of talking about men that harmed women and the violence they perpetrate on women, we're the only known species that has to try to coexist and live in the same household with our only known predators. Ooh, good question, Ms. V. Who is she covering for? Maybe it's her husband got accused of it. And she's standing by her man. Or her husband beats her ass. But he's still a good guy. Her husband, right? I can't stand those pick-me's. Ugh. Worst part is she probably was SA'd also. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's true. Most women have been SA'd. Like, I think it's 1 in 3 or 1 in 5. Every woman that I know in my personal life has been assaulted in some way by a man. Everyone, and I mean none. I mean bar none. Other than maybe my daughter because she's young. But no. Every adult woman I know has been groped. If you're Gen X and you were in the club back in the day and you're out there dancing, every single one of you have had your ass rubbed on by some man's dick. They come up behind you in the club grinding, hey, baby, rubbing their junk all over you. That's called unwanted sexual touching. And then just downright great. So yeah, it's just about all women. Yes, always grabbing your waist like you wanted them. Ugh. Hey, baby, they're grinding. You can feel them on you. No, thank you. That happened every time you went out with your friends. You'd be out with your girlfriends, and some man would always get in the middle of your group. You guys are all dancing, having a good time, and you always got some creepy ass, sweaty, smelly, funky man coming up behind you, hey baby, and rubbing all over you. Like, I'm just trying to have some fun with my girls. Jesus. You damn sure know. I see all y'all guys are validating exactly what I'm saying. No matter when you went, no matter where you went, with that beer breath and and blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's why all these Gen X Trump supporters are like, eh. They're like, yeah, I used to do that too. The Gen X men that aren't MAGA were probably the ones being like, dude, that's gross. Don't do that. Oh, God, Libra girl. That's bad. All right, if you voted for Trump or you don't agree with the background, hey, go on up. Go ahead and come on up. Let's have a chat. Michael's like, I stayed home. Probably a good idea. I was married, y'all. Because I told y'all I got married 6 months out of high school. I was married going out with my friends. Wedding ring on and all. They didn't give a shit. They're like, but are you happy? They didn't give a goddamn if you were married. That's right, Corey. Not sorry, Gen X. I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I have to worry about my kids ever going to a club either. They never go to a club. The autism wouldn't allow it. The social anxiety, the noise, the loud, the chaos. No way. My kids would probably never step foot into a club. Francois. Maybe it's a blessing. Maybe that's the blessing of having not neurotypical kids, so that they don't. Yeah, they don't ever care if you're married. Nope. Oh, Silver Soul. I completely understand. We talked about that yesterday. I could see all the points. Like, I could see the point, but not everybody, like Mitri was trying to say, has the luxury of time of, we'll get there eventually. No, there's some people that you can't wait. We need progress now. Some of us can't wait. Kind of need that progress now. Today is the 10th anniversary of the Pulse nightclub. Yes. Moment of silence for the Pulse nightclub. Let's have a bunch of pride flags. Let's have a bunch of pride flags in the chat real quick. Let's do a bunch of pride flags for the Pulse Memorial today. I went to the very first Pulse Memorial. I went down there right after it happened for a memorial, and then the first year anniversary I went. Very sad. I was crying the entire time, even though I didn't know a single person there. I didn't have to know them to mourn their passing. There we go. Look at all the pride flags. Yes. Can't believe it's been 10 years. Oh my God. I'll never forget either. I'll also never forget that I think it was the night before. The night before the Pulse was the Christina Grimmie concert. that my daughter was at, and she was standing in line for the meet and greet when a fan pulled out a gun and unalived her. My daughter was there. My oldest daughter. Thank you, California. My oldest daughter, Sabrina, was there. When she called me on her way home, she's like, I'm just calling to let you know that I'm on my way home and I'm safe, but there was a shooting at the concert tonight. I'm like, what? I didn't know she was there because she was living with her dad at the time. I didn't know she was there. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, I know you're an adult. I know you're 19 and you don't have to tell me everywhere you go. But if you could just say, hey, I'm going to be at this tonight. I think it was the Plaza for a concert. See you later. So if anything happens, I know where to start finding you. And she's like, and then, she, the eye rolls and all that kind of stuff. Like, oh, Mom, oh, my God, And so then the next night, the Pulse nightclub thing happened. And I called her and I said, see, that's why I need to know. Because if anything like that happens, I wouldn't know if you were there. So I wouldn't know to get in my car to go down there to see if you were still alive. So I think she finally got it at that moment after those two things happened back to back, that she kind of let me know where she was going for a while. I'm like, I don't want, it's not to track you. I just want to know where you are so in case something happens, because gun violence is a problem in this country, that I know to get in my car and go down there if you're supposed to be at an event that night. So, sorry, I didn't mean to get into personal time there. Still just looking for Trump supporters, but I haven't gotten anybody. Oh, thank you, Rare Princess. I do try. It's funny though, when I was dating, or if I was going on a first date or something, I would tell my girlfriends, or I would tell my mom if I couldn't reach one of my girlfriends, just be like, okay, this is the person I'm going out with, and here's where we're going. So if anything happens to me, come look here. Stanley, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did. 24, Arkansas. I did want to say I do disagree with the background, mainly because, in my personal opinion, I think that a lot of the great leaders of history have been met. Alexander the Great, Joseph Stalin, Napoleon, all of these figures have had.
Yes, you were removed. None of those are great leaders, and you're just being a chud. I'm not interested. Be so for real. I'm sure Schittler was next. That's why I just dropped him. I was not entertaining that nonsense. Priscilla. I'm like, I'm not even entertaining the foolishness. Like, these people are just fucking insane. So I'm not entertaining the dumb, the stupid, the ignorant, which means I'm not talking to MAGA today, apparently. Other than, I think, two guests I had. The only other MAGA I've had in almost 2 hours was told me he wants to grape my kids. So, super good day for MAGA. They're sending only their best. But if everybody could tap the screen, share the live. I mean, at least they're on brand, yeah. I'm here for real conversation. I'm not here for chuddery. Actually, I do have a question. Stanley, I am going to let you back up. I have a direct question for you before you start running off of the diarrhea of the mouth. I'd rather you have constipation of the brain for a moment, if you would. Oh, you're not coming up now? Oh, okay. Because I said I had a direct question for you. Now you're not going to come up. Okay, got it. Quite the puss, huh? Y'all, they're not sending their best today. Yeah, he just wanted to spew his nonsense. They're not serious. Oh my God. It's so boring. You know, like when you're busy at work, the time flies. But when you don't have much to do and you're just like wasting time and just trying to get to the end of the day, that's how I feel right now. I'm looking for Trump voters. The political, I can't see your whole word. The political crusade. Okay. How old are you? Did you vote for Trump?
23, and yes,
All right. What state did you vote in?
New Mexico.
Okay.
It's a hellhole here. I don't recommend anybody come here ever.
I've never been there.
Don't. You want to have a good time? Do not come here.
Okay.
So
What-
this prompt
Yeah.
is kind of interesting. So the claim is men are too emotional to lead, correct?
Correct.
What is your basis?
Oh, my basis for that is that typically when women get emotional, we cry, right? When men get violent, when men get emotional, they typically get violent. And that's because they're taught as young boys to repress their feelings, suck it up, be a man, that kind of stuff, to like repress their feelings. And so typically when they get really emotional, it comes out as anger, or as violence, excuse me. But then if you take it a step further, that when men are really, 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 really fucking happy, like after winning a championship game or their favorite football team wins the Super Bowl, they're so happy they go out and set fires and turn over cars and raise hell in the streets. So even when men are super emotional, either it's happy or anger, it typically comes out in violence. And men have led this country for the past 250 years. They've led us to recessions, depressions, war after war after war. And I feel that men are just far too emotional to lead, that they need to step aside and let women have a turn because they've fucked it up for the last 250 years.
This sounds to me more like a cultural issue than an actual sex issue.
No, it's
TikTok, I don't know.
no, yeah, but it's men. It's male men. 85% of the violence committed in this country is by men. Only 15% of violence in this country is committed by women. So I would say we have a much better track record. And women also carry firearms and weapons. We also take part of the 2A rights that are granted to us by the Constitution. And so you also don't see us going and shooting up schools and shooting up warehouses and grocery stores and Walmarts, and we don't annihilate our whole family when we get angry. So it's men. It's not culture at all. It's men, because women have access to the same weaponry and the same anger and the same issues that men do, and we don't respond in the same way.
Okay, but who has the monopoly on force?
What does that have to do with it?
Everything you just said. So the men.
Because men can't control themselves. That's not our problem.
No, but what I'm saying is that men have the monopoly on force.
No. You don't think there's women police officers, women's corrections officers? What force
Yeah,
are
they get
you?
the shit kicked out of them.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they
They
don't.
do all the time.
No, they don't.
Or they have to appeal to men who are their partners at the time.
Incorrect.
to-
Where's it? Then I need a statistic for that.
I can look up statistics.
Go right ahead. I will. You have Google in your hand. Go ahead.
Well, but hold on a
No,
second.
no,
Wait a
no.
minute.
I am like stagnant water. No, the answer is no. You're making a positive claim that women police officer, women correction officers look to men to protect them. I need a statistic that's true. You have Google in your hand. Yeah, it does seem like he gets his jollies off on being forceful. But you're not looking anything up because you haven't teacupped away, which means you haven't swiped to Google to look. In the meantime, I'll say thank you to Sean for the $10 Cash App for Happy Friday. Thank you so much, Sean. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the support. I don't accept Trust Me Bro as a source. But I'll be happy to look at anything you have.
Being muted is fucking hilarious. You say that my sources
www. What's the source that you're looking at for the statistics that women police officers and corrections officers look to men for their protection?
Oh, am I not muted anymore?
No.
Because I keep being muted.
Yes, until you provide until you provide a source. Yes. If the information is
I'm actually looking at some sources.
if the information is readily available, it shouldn't take you this long to find it.
Well, I have to keep unmuting. Somebody keeps muting.
Oh,
me.
poor baby. Thank you, Rundle. Can you give me the source, please?
No, I don't want to because I keep being muted. So.
Aww. And I think you've proved my background. Thank you for playing. Game over. Just proving my point with ever having to say anything. I'm not gonna say it now. You proved my point for me, my guy. Must be his time of the week. He's quite hysterical. I wanted to hear it too, but he just couldn't get it together. He was too emotional. Another one cooked and booked. You muted me. I'm mad. I'm not going to answer your question now. I know you are, but what am I? That's what I was waiting for next. Newsflash, men. Can I just give you a newsflash? Sorry, my nose. This ring light makes my nose itch every time. Ah! So, just so you know, men, listen up. Put your listening ears on. I'm going to give you a valuable life lesson here. We don't need men to protect us. We need men to stop harming us. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. If men weren't violent toward women, we wouldn't need, or you wouldn't think you needed to protect us. So if there were no men, we would need no protection from you. We only need men because men harm us. Duh. If there was no men on this earth, we wouldn't need protection because we wouldn't be being harmed by men. So stop attacking us. That's it. Keep your other fellow men from attacking us too. We don't need you. I wonder if he's definitely punching a wall somewhere. Because when I said he proved my background, you know he's punching into a wall somewhere. His sheetrock in his house is screaming. These people do have poor, huge issues. You ain't kidding. Woo! I hope that young man's not married. I support arming bears. I had a big old mama bear and a cub walk across my porch the other day. I don't think I want them armed. It's on my Ring camera. This big, ginormous mama and the little cub behind her. I'm like, oh shit. Walking across my Ring camera right on my front porch. Very big bears. I heard him knock over my trash can because I was out here and the trash is out here, like behind this wall. And I heard the trash can go thump on the ground. I'm like, oh no. So I went to my car alarm and I just started beeping my alarm on my car to make them run off. And so I was sort of just beeping my alarm on my car and they ran away. So they knocked over all my trash, but they didn't get in the trash because I scared them away in time. So they didn't rip anything open, thank goodness. That would have been a fun mess. In the Florida heat. Yum. So I scared them off quick. No, my dog didn't bark. My dog didn't see them. It was on the Ring camera. I saw them. Well, my mom called me on the phone to warn me. She's like, the bears are in my backyard right now. And so my mom went out and was banging pots and pans outside to scare them off. So they ran to my yard. You can say that I see things if you want to, but everyone who's been following me for any amount of time knows how many times I've had bears in my yard. I don't have to justify myself to anyone. I always have bears. Bobo weighs about 8 pounds. Bobo ain't ripping nothing up.
Bobo looks at that and is like, nope.
Well, that one day, remember the one day I opened my back porch and the bear was standing right in my back door? I opened the door and Bobo made a sound I have never heard before. It was like a scream when he saw that bear and he hauled his ass because he was running out to go potty. I was taking him out potty and that bitch turned around so fast and ran back in the house and I slammed the door shut. But he let out a blood-curdling scream, but Bobo was like, hell no. No. Thank you, Hope, for the jewels. Thank you so much. It now finally tells me when somebody sends me a gift over on YouTube. Remember how it didn't tell me unless I looked on my phone? But it's doing it on the web now. It's showing me when someone sends me a gift. So thank you for the flow state. Thank you, Hope. Anyway, sorry.
No, I was just saying that they probably got an update. That's about damn time.
The host is thirsty for money.
We know.
Isn't everybody? No more so than Donald Trump. He's the king.
They're unannounced is just a fan.
He says he didn't vote for Trump, but he's got a MAGA brain, so he's probably one of those. He's a ashamed MAGA who claims they're independent now.
Yeah, he calls himself a libertarian.
Which is MAGA light.
Correct.
So now over on YouTube, if they send me the little gifts, the jewels and stuff, I can see them, and so I can say thank you. So thank you. Trump is fighting the deep state. Apex, go the fuck away.
The only thing Trump is fighting is to put on his own fucking socks.
Oh, Brett, that one's good. I might do that one tomorrow. Thank you for the background. You're for your 47-year-old hag a regular with special knee pads. Oh my God, I'm going to put that up tomorrow. He's a high level chess player.
They know he can make out a giraffe on a paper 3 times.
No, it was a horse, a tiger, and a duck.
Oh, well, you know.
Name the animal. Isabella. Oh, that's sounding like a... You voted for Trump 3 times thinking he would drain the swamp. Didn't happen. He is a joke. Oh, Wildlife. Can you come up and talk to us? I won't skewer you. I promise. I know we tried to warn you. I know those things, but I'm not trying to do what I told you. I'll listen to you. I'll beat you. I'm genuinely...
It'd be nice to know what changed your mind.
Right. I was going to say, I just want to know what prompted you to change your mind, or what was the stroke the camel's back, so to speak. Wildlife Warrior, I'd love for you to come up if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine, but I really would like to talk to you. Hey, Starlight, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, Diaba. Hi, Dee.
Hi.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, because of the last guest, that, like, in my opinion, strength is a sliding scale, like everything else is. Because, like, Ronda Rousey could have kicked his fucking ass.
Oh, yeah. And pressure points will take someone to their knees just as well as something else, if you know how to do it.
Absolutely. And that's what I was gonna say, was it depends on training and, your commitment to that training. It has nothing to do with how you're actually born. And that was it. Love you both.
Love you too. Thank you. Kick him in the... All you have to do is flick him in the nut and they'll be on their knees, so...
I mean, that's true, too. I thought it was funny earlier when you had Louis up, or however you pronounce it.
Lewis, yeah. Lewis.
Yeah. That was funny, actually. That he was like, well, police favor women over men. That's a right that women have over men. If you're upset about that, wouldn't that be a reason for you to not uphold the patriarchy?
Right?
Wouldn't there be a reason for you to speak out against these men that always believe women because they think that women are the weaker damsel in distress, they're all that type, Like, wouldn't it make more sense for you to speak out against that?
Good point. Very good point. But I made that uncomfortable silence last as long as possible because I'm clipping that for sure.
You had me over there confused AF. I was like, she froze, didn't she?
I straight up was wanting that gag. That absolute dead silent for seconds. He's like, any other questions? Nope. Got all I need, thank you. I gagged him so bad, and that's what I was just relishing it, to be completely honest with you.
It was so funny.
The Union Ranger, how are you?
I'm doing okay. Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Happy Pride Month.
The other night, I did speak to Latino Red Hat, I just call him that, and I kept telling him, you know that this is mostly fodder, right? That there's no way that Trump will ever care what happens to you, even if you vote for him.
Right?
You're still going to get shipped. You're still going to get shipped into a van and taken somewhere where you don't want to be. And he told me all this ridiculous, I'm a citizen, I got my paperwork, so did they, and they are still in prison.
Oh.
There's an old saying, who are you that does not know your own history?
Yes. Yes.
I myself, I will admit, I'm not a smart person. I have heavy dyslexia, my grade level could be considered average. But somehow I still see, read, and also understand that Trump would never do anything good.
Yeah. Well, then you're very smart, my guy. Don't sell yourself short. You're smart.
Well, I consider myself wise because of all the wear and tear I had to go through, because I'm pretty sure younger version of me would have fallen for all of this nonsense, because I would admit there was a time where I didn't know what communism was until I actually read it. I fell for the 50 scare, let me just say that. But I'm not surprised that no one has the balls or lack of decision to come up and defend this man, because he cannot be defended at this point. All they can say is, what about Biden? What about Hillary?
What about Obama? What about it's anybody but Trump? And I'm like, even if they did do something, that does not still take away from what Trump is doing. Even if they did something, it doesn't account for what he's doing now.
Okay, the last thing I'll say is, one of the last battles that they go through with the Red Hats is the Democrats are destroying the government, and I just simply said, who's in control of the government right now? And he said that, they have the House, Senate,
the presidency, and they're still blaming everything on Biden.
Democrats have their problems, but there's nothing. They're doing nothing they can do right now can truly stop what Trump is doing. The reason why he's being halted is because there's still some people who still obey the laws.
Right. It's mostly judges that are keeping everything together for us right now.
And judges even appointed by him. So
yes.
That shows some conservatives could still have some form of backbone, but let's see how long that lasts. I simply just told these Red Hats that this is your government doing exactly what you want to do. This is what you voted for. It's not. Don't blame the liberals. Don't blame the Democrats. Don't blame the trans people or anyone else that they pretty much said this is all happening on you guys. You did this.
Right. They have control of everything. Yeah.
Did you remember one of the most spineless people in America was shown when Trump was elected president?
I agree.
All right, Dale, take care.
You too, honey. Thank you.
Hey, and best of luck hunting the Red Hats.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Change the smoke detector battery. You guys are diabolical.
I mean, really, though.
Hey, Libra, how are you?
I just came up
show something if I can. The guy that said that women look for women officers and everything, look for male officers and everything for protection and all that.
Sorry.
Hold on, one second.
Real quick. Hope Nelson is doing good. He's getting better. But this is the time where I turn off YouTube. So if you want to come over to TikTok, I'll be happy to talk to you guys over there. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. And we'll do it all over again tomorrow, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.